Hey, it's Keddy here at Royal LePage Truro Real Estate, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the March 2023 real estate market update for Area 105. That's Hants County East, and that would also be like Colchester West. Now, while you're here, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe by either clicking the button below or up top. And while you're here, I hope you really get some value out of this presentation. I am excited to be giving you an update of where the market is right now in the Hants County area. Now, before we go any further, my name is Keddy. I've been a realtor with Royal LePage Truro for a number of years now, and the last couple of years been the recipient of the Director's Platinum Award, which puts me in the top 5% of Royal LePage realtors nationwide. And I tell you that just so that you have a better sense that I do have, I'm active in the market right now and have a pretty good sense of what's going on in real estate right now across the region. Now, before we get into the statistics, I do want to clarify. So Area 105, that's like Milford, Elmsdale, Enfield, Lantz, Noel. Like, it's a huge area. So if you're going down Highway 102 southbound towards Halifax, it starts around Milford. It goes down towards Lantz, and then it goes all the way west and upwards towards the Noel shore and down across. You can see there on the left, it cuts across Highway 101. So it's a huge area. Okay, now in this video, we are going to cover two main metrics. We're going to talk about the average days on market. That gives us a sense of where the time frame is. That's one of the big things people want to know when they're selling their property is how long will it take to sell? And obviously, the longer it's taking to sell, the better indication of whether or not it's a stronger buyer or seller's market. The second thing is we're going to look at average sale price across this area. And all the data that we're pulling on to do this presentation is coming from a combination of my experience and more importantly, the data provided monthly by the NSAR, Nova Scotia Association of Realtors. So the first thing here is days on market until sale. So in February of 2023, it was sitting at 47 days on market on average, which was up 74.1% from the February in 2022, so a year previous, which was only 27 days on market. Now, that's for 1 month. So on the right here, you can actually look at a rolling average since the start of the year. And you can see that although 74% seems pretty significant for February, when we look at the whole year so far, it's up 50% from 36 days on market up to 54. Okay, so what does that mean? It means if you're a buyer, things are a little bit easier than they were a year ago. Fewer bidding wars, a little bit less chaos with each listing. Notice I didn't say no bidding wars. There's still lots of bidding wars on property, but things are a little bit less urgent, and it's a nicer time to start thinking about getting back in the market if you were frustrated with how the market was last year. Okay, so when we look at how things are compared with the last 5 years, time on market is higher than it's been over the past year. It did drop a little bit last month, signals a rebound in market activity. But again, you can still see quite a bit higher than it's been over the past 2 years or so. Okay, so it's moving a little bit more towards a longer term trend. Next metric, average sales price. This is the one that most people are most interested in, especially as a seller or a buyer, really, both sides, it's very important to you. So you can see February 2023 versus 2022, we actually only went up a little bit. So 6.9% 2023 in February versus the year previous. When we look at the rolling average for the whole year, $480,619, up 13.4% over that same time period the year before. So again, what does that mean? It means that things are taking just a little bit longer to sell, and the prices aren't quite as crazy as they were a year ago. Now, that being said, when we look at where the average price is, it's still quite a bit higher than that long-term trend. So we had this big spike, and prices are still high. They just they didn't grow as drastically as they have in the past. Okay, so are these prices going to stay where they are? Well, things can bounce around from one month to the next, but what we do know for certain is that things are bound to fluctuate, and what goes up often comes down. However, I don't think it's going to be as drastic as a lot of people suspect. I think that all the factors going on between supply and balance, problems with buyers versus inventory, and people moving to the area and seeing the value on the east coast of Canada, I think these elevated prices are here to stay. Buyers are getting more comfortable with paying the higher prices. I think we're going to see these higher prices going on into the future. But that's just my opinion, and I know there's a lot of people echo those same thoughts right now. Now, this presentation is not meant to be an A to Z explanation. It's really just a quick overview where we take a few minutes and go through each of those things. If you'd like to discuss where the real estate market is, what you need to do as a seller, what you need to do to be successful as a buyer, you can hop on over to andrewkeddy.com to book a free no obligation real estate review, or just give me a call or a text at 902-899-4106, and I'd be happy to chat. Once again, my name is Andrew Keddy. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today, and I wish you much success in real estate.